Let's go now to Travis Danraj in Ottawa, where protesters have been camped out for 2 weeks now. Travis, what's the status of things there tonight?
Well, Asha, this protest, it is still going strong. And as we head into the third weekend, the crowds are growing once again, and nothing politicians are saying seems to be making much of a difference.
This pandemic doesn't end because we cross our arms and decide that it's over.
It is time for order to be restored. The message from a prime minister short on specifics on how this all ends.
This unlawful activity has to end, and it will end. Of course, I can't say too much more now as to exactly when or how this ends, because unfortunately we are concerned about violence.
Even as those concerns grow, as of right now, Trudeau is not considering deploying the military. Outside and just steps away from where he spoke, defiance.
Why don't they come out there and at least talk to the drivers? You got no balls if you can't come out of that goddamn building and talk to people.
What started as a protest has morphed into something else, said the Premier as he announced the state of emergency.
I call it a siege because that's what it is. It's an illegal occupation. This is no longer a protest.
Every time they push down on these truckers, the resolve only gets stronger. So bring it on, Doug Ford.
On the eve of a third weekend of large crowds, Ottawa police tried to block more structures from being set up. Dozens trying to prevent protesters from erecting a tent on the street near Parliament. The structure eventually going up just a block away. The chief has asked for 1,800 more officers from the province and federal government as reinforcements.
We are still not in a position to hear a definitive answer as to what additional resources will come to Ottawa. Regardless, we will continue to use the resources we have in place.
City Hall is now seeking an injunction against people violating bylaws, including idling, setting off fireworks, and blocking roads. Still, no matter what legal levers are pulled, some remain dedicated to the cause.
Lift the mandates first, and then we'll consider going home.
And as you mentioned, Travis, we're heading into the third weekend of this protest. What are we expecting?
Well, Asha, the weekends really are when we see the crowds swell as folks come to join the protest and join what they say is a movement. Now, there is an order in place that makes the honking of horns illegal. So residents here are hoping that this weekend will be a little bit quieter, even though I can hear horns behind me right now, as there is no end in sight to this demonstration. Asha?
Travis Danraj, thank you.